This is Brian. Cynthia was called away today, so I'm stepping in. So make it easy. I'm just going to say, Brian, introduce. We've got a special guest today, Tony, again from Lumien, is going to explain
all the step lights.
All the step lights. So Brian, I'm going to let you take over, and I'm just going to assist whatever you need assisting with.
Okay. Is Tony up and running?
Yeah.
As Tom said, we have Tony here, the tech guru over at Lumien. So we're going to just ask him questions, and he's going to basically show us all about his step light. So I'm going to give you guys a quick close-up of a couple of them. So this is the large louvered step light right here. You get that close-up. This is what the backside looks like right there. Really good long length of wire that they have for wiring. Tom has the eyebrow. This is the small eyebrow right here. This is a surface mounted light. You'll see this is just a foam seal right here. So you can surface mount that, keep everything watertight. So we're going to get some. So they have this in small, this large louvered. They have this in a small, and as well as they have the eyebrow in a large.
The other thing they have is an edge light under brick walls, under benches, different ways. It'll be much more, give you more specs on it, lead length, and it can give you lumen output and things like that. And all of those of you who are tuned in today to this special thing, I know it's just for Lumien, but if there's any choice you might be interested in who won the last week's Free Fixture Friday, stay tuned, because we will be doing that after Tony's great explanation of all their great products. So, Tony, we're going to pass it on to you and make us look good, Tony.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me again. Welcome, everybody. So we're going to talk a little bit today about step lighting, wall lighting. We'll start with our flush mount options here. You got the AC and the CC. Those are our two part numbers. Once again, they're flush mount. You don't need a junction box to install these. That's the nice thing about them. All you got to do is drill your hole for your wire or put it, where your motor is, and run that wire through there. They're fully sealed, so they're IP65, so they're outdoor rated. The nice thing about these is that they're fully integrated LED. So you just like all our other fixtures, you get that 10-year lifetime warranty on the fixture and also on the coating. These are a bronze, powder coated bronze with a UV coating, so they're going to last longer when they're out, in the rain. These are our other wall lights. These are our louvered option. These do take a junction box, but also integrated LEDs. So you have the 10-year warranty on both the fixtures and the LED itself. They're all. You got two options. So you got the small, the small option and the larger option on both of them, and then we also got our Hardscape Light. Our Hardscape Light is a light that you would use on a retaining wall, on a around your fire pits, on a stone bench, any of that type of application. You would use one of these right here, which is our Hardscape, or also considered a wall light or a step light. These would also be considered, I know we call them wall lights, but you can use these also as step lighting up your steps. Many uses for these fixtures. Same as some of that micro light that we went over yesterday. They've got a lot of uses out of them. So that's kind of a quick, quick information on how to use and
also got a
what
question
you can do with these lights.
Okay, it sounds like, Tony, we got a question from one of our watchers, and the question is?
Can you use integrated step lights for deck steps or near a boating dock?
I don't know if you caught that, I'll repeat it. Can you use the integrated step lights as near a boat dock, on stairs or railings of a boat dock?
Deck steps.
Deck steps. Does it have to go on mortar, or can it go on wood, it sounds like? And can it be near the water?
Yeah, yeah, it could be. It could go on wood. It could go on steel. It could go on brick, stone. There's the what you're adhering it to doesn't affect the light. Doesn't affect the LED or anything like that. They are IP65, so they could be wet. They're not submersible because they're not IP68. So as long as it's not being submersed underwater, you would have no issues with these fixtures being anywhere, around a lake or anything like that, or there's no issues with it.
Perfect.
So Tony, obviously you have the large louvered and the small louvered. How do I decide whether I want the large ones or the small ones? What's the deciding factor there?
It's all on your application, what you're going to be using it for, the size of the wall, the size of your steps is going to dictate whether you want to use a large fixture like this one here, or the flush mount, or one of our smaller, 4-inch fixtures. It's all on getting the right lighting for that application. So it's all to, when you guys are, talking to your customer and putting that design together, is just, factoring in how much space you're looking to light up, whether you're just trying to mark the area or you're trying to illuminate the area. That's going to be the deciding factor.
Okay, so yesterday I was playing with these lights a little bit, and now I don't know, but it seemed like the eyebrow gave quite a bit more light than the louvered. Is that true?
It does. It does. It does give a greater lumen output. Being that the louver is more of a marker light, so it's gonna block a little bit more of that glare, where the eyebrow one, or the hooded one, has the LEDs more up front, and that's the reason why we're able to surface mount them, because those LEDs are closer to the front optic. And it does have that optic lens that spreads the light. If you look at the front of that fixture, that's not only a protective shield, it's actually an optic lens that spreads that light and gives you a wider beam spread. So that's the difference between the hooded and the louvered.
The louvered. Okay, so it sounds like the louvered definitely puts out light, just not quite as much. So it's a little more marker, and this one's going to
Marker.
a lot more light, which I noticed yesterday.
For lighting up walkways and stairs better, you'd light it up more. You're more of a directional. The LEDs on the outside of it, so it's coming directly, getting a lot more pattern to it.
Right. Yeah. Yet it still wasn't glaring. It still wasn't getting in my eyes, and that's what I liked about it, was that it did seem to be directional.
Yeah, it is more directional, and by us putting that optic lens in front of it, you see the optic lens has lights and lines on it. That spreads the light, but it also gives you a little bit of a shield with the glareness, where it's not affecting you when you're walking by it. It's not blinding you at all.
I definitely seen that yesterday. It was definitely apparent. I really like that.
What is the wattage draw between? I mean, these are awesome. I love this one. But what are we looking at wattage draw with these LEDs and lumen output, or what wattage equivalent to halogen would you call these?
The smaller one, the wattage on the smaller one is 3 watts, and the larger one is 6 watts.
Is that for both louvered and
both
eyebrow?
louvered and yes, both louvered and eyebrow. So you're doubling when you go to the larger one. You're getting double the amount of wattage. It's hard to compare it to a halogen, because normally you wouldn't use, on a square fixture like this, they would not use the halogen bulb. They would have used more like a G4 bulb in there. So we really don't compare them when it comes to a halogen. But it does give you some great output. You can see on the video. I put my hand here. I'm in a lit up trailer that has probably 100 fixtures in here, and you can see how much light the eyebrow one is putting out. Even the small one puts a lot of light out, and then the louver ones, it puts a nice amount of light out, but it's more of ambient lighting than directional lighting.
Yeah, much more of a marker.
So it gives you a little bit more of that ambient lighting.
Yeah, very nice. I think did we cover most of everything, Tony? Is there anything else that we might have missed?
Did you?
With the let me talk a little bit more about the wall light
Yeah, that's what I was
or
gonna
the
ask
Hardscape light. The Hardscape light has we've got two options. When you order it, it comes with a stainless steel under cap mount, which you're able to, when you're building that retaining wall, right before you put the last cap in, you'll put that stainless steel plate with the light in there, and then the cap sits on the stainless steel, and that's what holds it in place. But we also sell this accessory that you see right here. That's a surface mount. So you've got a lot of customers that already have their retaining walls or their fixtures put in that need to put some undercap lighting, but they don't want to take apart that wall. So you're able to use this accessory piece right here. You're able to surface mount these lights right in, and all you got to do is drill that one hole for the wire. So it makes jobs that are already in place, it makes it a lot easier to install.
Very good.
And the wattage draw on this one is 3 watts.
This one here is 2.5 watts.
2.5.
But once again, it's got 3 LED chips, so you can see on my hand the amount of power this light puts out.
Oh yeah, no, it's beautiful.
At just at 2.5 watts.
And again, since Cynthia's not here, but she would have been, wow, this is really heavy and cast, and it's really made high quality. So I'll say it since she's not here to say. They are definitely beautiful fixture, beautiful finish, well designed, very good, very good.
I'm not sure if I asked you, but these could be indoors or outdoors, correct?
Yeah, so like if you got an indoor patio, you can use them in your indoor patio. They're all low voltage, so there's no, it's not a high voltage fixture, so you want to get shocked, you can even grab both wires together, and there's no option on getting electrocuted with these. So if somebody had a nice indoor area that they wanted to light up and use some of these as marker lights, they're more than welcome to use them.
Very good. All right. Well, Tony, I thank you very much for telling us about your lights, and I appreciate it. Tomorrow morning, hopefully you'll be available 9 a.m. our time. That's noon your time. Do you think you'll be available tomorrow for a free fixture Friday edition?
Yeah, we should be able to make it.
Okay.
We'll try to. Yeah, unfortunately, I know that's right when it lands on your lunchtime, but yeah, we've got to run an earlier one, and with your permission, I think we might as well let them out a little bit on free fixture. Are we going to let them know? No, we're not going to let them know anything.
We never can.
Never can. Not can't until Friday. What's actually going to be? All right. Well, I might have let a little cat out of the bag when I asked Tony's permission, but stay tuned Friday because I have a feeling they're going to like their giveaway.
I'm sure they will.
Tony, it's been a pleasure. This week's gone well, and I know we've had some technical difficulties, and first time we ever tried to bring on some of our suppliers, and I think it went well, and I appreciate you being good sports. Anytime you have something you want to do this again, you just let us know. We'd love to have you on, and I know we're going to do a little treat with his newest products. He's not letting anything out of the bag, but he's got something that is engineered, and it's really nice. And he's excited to show it. We're excited to show it. So that will be soon. Tony, we're going to say goodbye, and thank you so much for everything. And we're going to get to what everybody else is watching
We
for.
have to take care of last week's.
We have to get rid of last
Friday.
Free Fixture Friday giveaway.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, thanks.
We'll see you.
Bye-bye.